Hey everyone, it's your favorite Shadow Priest Adern here with a short commentary slash guide for the bosses in Well of Eternity 5-man heroic. Now the first boss is named Pelothon. As you can see, we're getting ready to pick him up here when Illidan gets done blabbing his flapper. So, blabbing his blapper, whatever you want to say. The first ability is called Corrupting Touch. This is for the tanks. The damage is increased to you taken, that you take by 10%, and this ability stacks. Second ability is for the ranged and melee to deal with, and it's called Fell Flames. Standard raid technique here, get out of the green crap on the ground. It'll do about 20 or 30k to you for the shot that you take, and then it'll do 12.5k per second if you don't get out of it, so get out of the flames. Now, when the boss gets to 55%, he's going to cast a bubble and stun the entire group. He and Illidan will talk a little bit back and forth, a little RP, a little lore, then he'll vanish. You'll go back into the shadows, and then these little eyes of Pelotharn will spawn. Now, you're supposed to stay away from these. They have about a 2 or 3 yard range, I believe, and duck and weave, duck and weave. As you can see, I try and hide behind a pillar, and then I jump out, and yeah, I get caught. Now, I'm targeted with the debuff Easy Prey, which stuns me for 8 seconds. I try and fade and then disperse, and every man for himself, but I become the main target. The boss gains an ability called Fell Quickening, which increases his attack speed by 100%, and yeah. The tank said he tried to taunt twice and still couldn't grab it off, so I died. I got a battle res. Fell Flames are still going out. The tank is still getting stacked with the Corrupting Touch. Now, healers, one ability that I wanted to mention for you is called Fell Decay. A person will get this and they'll suffer about 40,000 damage for the shot that they take, and then 8.5k every second for 10 seconds. The kicker is, the amount that you heal that person will be dealt back to you as damage. So you need to balance your heals, don't overheal them, because you're going to take that damage. Now, as a priest, I think you could use Binding Heal, renew so that you're healing them but not killing yourself, blah, 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 blah. Now, when the boss gets down to 20%, he's going to enrage and do 25% more damage. Shouldn't be too much for you to deal with, but if the tank stacks of Corrupting Touch are really high and he gets 25% increase, if you have an undergeared tank, could be a problem. So save your cooldowns for that time. Same time, DPS, save your cooldowns so you can burn the boss and the healer will be happy. That's it for Pelotharn. Now we're moving on to Queen Azshara. Now, the Queen Azshara fight can be kind of difficult and has some weird mechanics, but as long as you have good awareness, you'll be fine. Some kind of attack on the queen starts the fight. However, she's not your primary target. The mage is on the left-hand side. As you can see, there's one with blue, one with purple, one with a red, kind of an aura. Frost, Arcane, and Fire are. They'll be released in groups of 2 on a timer. Normally, you kill the Frost first, then the Arcane, and then the Fire. They all have different abilities, but I won't list them off here. Just kill the Frost ones first so you don't get frozen and stuff like that. Now, the 2 big abilities you do have to worry about are Servant of the Queen, which you can see is on me now. You get levitated and mind controlled, and there's a white hand above you. Your group needs to DPS this down so that you are unmind controlled and you come back into the group. Now, once that's taken care of, some short time after that, there's going to be another ability called Total Obedience. It's a channeled cast by the boss that needs to be interrupted by Rogue, Shaman, Pally, whatever. Someone will then interrupt, run up to the queen and interrupt it. After that, continue to kill the mages, again, Frost, Arcane, and Fire, until they're all down. You'll have to interrupt Obedience probably once or twice more and kill a couple more hands. But as soon as the mages are down, that's it. Encounter's over, you win. Grab your loot from the chest that spawns next to the boss, and you're done. Now, if you're a big lore fan, there's a lot of lore going on in this dungeon, and I know you're having fun. Behind us, and I'm going to flip around here in a second, there are going to be 4 dragons that spawn. Now, if you take one of these dragons, they'll talk to you and fly you down halfway down and do some more talking. It's all about the dragon soul, and then you fly all the way down to the staging area. But if you want to skip all that, you just go over to the portal that's against the wall, take it to the Well of Eternity, and you're on. to the final area. There's some more trash to clear, but I'm going to skip that. And then where I'll pick you guys up is at Captain Varthan and Manaroth encounter. So I decided to include one piece of trash for you guys. These two winged bats that have riders on top. You have to attack these in an AoE type fashion because they duplicate and go into shadows, and chances are you probably won't get the right one. So just AoE them down. They're really simple, you know, tanks. Do whatever AoE taunts you have, or stuns, or damage, or whatever. You'll have them down quick, no problem. And then you'll move on to Captain Varthan. Now this guy is a tank and spank mostly, except for a few side abilities that are affected, that you're affected by, that are cast by Manaroth. Fell Firestorm is one of them. DBM will announce when it gets ready to go off if you use DBM. Basically, you just have to move out of the flames as they fall. Now they won't all fall at one time. Normally you get 4 spots, so when you're affected by it, you know, move back and then to the side and then forward, as you'll see when we get to that phase. Right now we just picked up Varthan. On the left you can see that these demons have spawned. Now Tyrande Whisperwind, who's been with you this time that you've been on the ground, she'll take care of these for a little while. As you can see, the Fell Firestorm's coming out. You can see I'm moving around. Those demons continue to appear, but she's taking care of them until the next thing that happens. Now, I'm going to wait until that comes up to let you know what it is. But keep DPSing the boss. You know, just keep hold of him. Like I said, it's mostly a tank and spank. Fell Firestorm again. Move around. Try not to stand next to each other so that the flames get too piled up in one place and you end up like right here, not having a place to run, so just move around. Now over on the left hand side you're going to see something happens to Tyrande Whisperwind. She gets stunned, the Light of a Loon winks out or something like that, and these 2 portals appear. Now these 2 Dreadlord type demons will appear. DPS needs to flip off of Varthan and get onto these, because what they're doing is they're stunning Tyrande Whisperwind so she can't kill those lesser demons. Tank, pick those demons up because obviously they're going to be running wild. Keep them under control with Captain Varthan and you should be fine. Now, as you can see, I'm not getting a lot of help from the DPS that are in my group. They think that they should be attacking the demons. And then you see a couple of them flip over to the one on the other side. They follow the tank. And I'm stuck killing this other one by myself. Down to about, I think I get him down to about 15%. And then I get a little help and, you know, some kill shots and he's done. Now, Tyrande can hold her own once again. She will kill off those demons. Now we kill Captain Varthan and his sword falls to the ground. Now, I believe you click on it and it pierces the big dragon, or it may do it automatically. I'm not sure. Illidan may pick it up. I don't know. It just happens. So start killing Manaroth. Now, Manaroth is normally tanked by Illidan, so tank you don't really have to get it, but you can if you want to build it up for when Illidan goes off and does his special thing with the well. Now, Fell Firestorm will continue to happen, and those demons will continue to happen, and during this fight, I call this the cluster fight, guys, because seriously, there is far too much going on here to even begin to comprehend. Now, Tyrande will say, Illidan, I am out of arrows, and this and that and the rest, and then a massive demonic portal will open. Now, when the massive demonic portal opens, unless you're a hunter, I think, because hunters have a min range, you need to get right up on Manaroth, basically. Stack on the tank. Because, see the little fell demon that runs out? The warlock pet. I'm sorry, warlocks, for not doing you justice knowing what the name of that pet is. But they start to build up, and if you're not by the tank for the tank to pick them up, you're going to die. So tank, obviously, Illidan's got Manaroth. Run over and start grabbing the stuff that's coming out of the portal. Now, the DPS is really high in my group, so we're getting Manaroth down pretty quickly. Tyrande will say, there are too many, there are too many. At that point, there are tons of them pouring out of the portal. stay up on the tank so that the tank's AoE abilities will kill them, you know. But keep your focus on Manaroth, because the faster you get him down to 25%, the faster that the encounter ends. Now, you may seem a little overwhelmed. Healers save your cooldowns for this kind of area because you're gonna need them. You know, Divine Hymn, Tranquility, or whatever. Eventually, Illidan will cast some demonic words or this and that and the rest, and transform the entire group into demons. Now, the demons will increase your damage done, have an AoE effect of, I think it was 30,000 damage to everything around you, and you'll regenerate, I believe it's 50% of your health every 2 seconds. So there will be no healing to be done once this goes out. Finish killing off Manaroth, and you have yourself another kill. A chest will spawn. If you're on the quests, if you've never done this before, you can talk to the quest guys and turn in your quests. And that's basically it. That's Lord Manaroth and Captain Vart. Okay, everyone. So a little post-kill footage here. I wanted to say I'm sorry for any mess-ups. I know that there were some, but I am new to this, so quality will only improve. I wanted this to be a real-world guide for the newbies who haven't been doing these dungeons, so that they don't get group kicked, so that they know what they're doing, so that they're not a hindrance. You know, if you have any further questions, feel free to message me or comment. Hit the like button if you liked it. I hope that you did. I'll continue to make these and improve them every time. So, again, thank you very much for watching. If you're from my guild, Crux of Humanity Forever, I always say, Shadow Priest for the win. So this is your favorite Shadow Priest, Adern. I'll see you guys next time.